everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverdi.
And I'm Montel Williams.
AI technology is helping those with vision and hearing challenges. We're going to explain.
Plus, good advice for parents, ways to start saving for your child's higher education right now.
I love that. And a female-founded, female-led insurance company that's making a difference for the communities they serve.
And all of that begins, you know when?
Right now.
Right now.
Living our best, most productive life is what all of us strive for, but health challenges can make daily life problematic sometimes.
And these are issues that are not necessarily just related to, let's say, getting older.
Don't look at me.
I wasn't looking at you. I was just kind of saying it. I was just getting older. They can occur at any age.
That's right. Listen to these statistics. When it comes to our most basic senses, vision and hearing, of course, according to the CDC, there are 6 million people with vision loss in the United States.
So what's technology doing to help these folks? It's doing a lot, especially when it comes to using AI, artificial intelligence.
We're hearing a lot about that. So here to tell us more, optometrist Dr. Gary Asano, Bali March, Vice President of OrCam North America, and a very special guest, Chanel Matos, who's experienced the benefits of this new technology.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
for having us.
Dr. Asano, let me start with you. As a specialist, right, in low vision rehabilitation, you understand all too well how important it is, and all too well the importance of overall health, social interaction, quality of life, right? I mean, that's really important to have all that.
Sight is our most important sense. 80% of our input from our world comes from our vision and how we interpret that. The problem becomes when a person like Chanel has some vision impairment and it's not easily corrected by glasses or contact lenses, or conventional ones at least. We need to have technology to help us out. The trouble is that there's estimated to be less than 500 low vision rehabilitation specialists in the United States. And the number of visually impaired who need help is 21 million.
Goodness gracious.
Crazy. Before we get into the technology that solves some of these problems, Chanel, thank you so much again for being here. Why don't you share with us a little bit of your story? I mean, where did this all begin for you?
Thank you. So I've always been visually impaired, but I had so much usable vision that for the most part, it didn't really affect my daily life much, except for depth perception. However, in 2016, I had my daughter, and 6 months later, my vision was gone. I went to bed one night and just nothing. I went to the doctor, and they pretty much told me that it's due to my pregnancy. I knew I was going to go blind because that was just the nature of my disability. You know, I had 7 surgeries up to that point. I didn't think it was going to happen at 30. I thought I was going to have until like 60 or 70. I thought I had time. So like most young people, I wasn't prepared. It was very difficult. I couldn't do simple tasks.
And that's when OrCam comes in, right?
Absolutely, that's where we're at. So, Bally, why don't you tell us a little bit about the technologies that you guys have created to help people who are visually and also auditorily impaired, right?
Absolutely. So OrCam helps tens of thousands of people like Chanel increase their independence. And that's our goal, is really to help enable people to live independently, regardless if they struggle with vision, hearing, information processing, or just reading struggles.
You brought some of your technology with you. Show us how it works.
Let's show first the magnifier. One of the things that we've seen is that stationary magnifiers tend to be bulky, and that's traditionally what's used by low vision people, where you can blow up an image on a screen so that you can see it clearly. What OrCam has done is connect a device that's mobile. You can connect it so that you can read, but as well, you can process information.
Here is a brief summary of the text. Olga's utility bill from City of Lakeland is $191.04 due on September 23, 2020. It includes electric, water, and other services charges. Would you like more detailed information about the rates and charges for electric, water, and other services on Olga's utility bill?
So you took a picture of this and the computer read it to you. That's amazing.
You can move it because now the processing is done by the computer. And exactly what Dr. Asano was talking about earlier, we lose some of our ability to understand context. The first thing you do is understand this is a bill. Now it does it for you. And then I can ask follow-up questions. How much is due?
The total amount due on Olga's utility bill is $191.04.
Oh my gosh.
Due on September 23rd, 2020.
And we can actually take the device, use an app that will enable you to have the AI assistant. And so what we would do is take the device, take a quick photo.
Hand-cut steaks, KS. Each plate served with your choice of 2 sides. Smother your steak.
Look at that. It's actually reading the menu.
And what you can do is ask follow-up questions as well. You press to talk. What's the healthiest menu option?
The healthiest menu options include steak kebab.
What?
Grilled barbecue chicken and the steak are the healthiest options. That's fantastic. You also have an ability to also read that menu as well, right, Chanel?
I do.
Can you show me how you would use it?
I would put on my glasses here. All right, so I'm going to make sure first.
A man is in front of you.
Oh, a man is in front of you. That would be Montel.
Hey!
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to pull up the menu.
Carry out packages that pick out full slab baby back ribs, 2 pounds, pulled pork, with 2 quarts of our homemade side dishes.
I see you holding some money in your hand.
Yes.
So, people can't trick you, right?
No, so what's really cool is, now I'm ready to pay for that meal, right? So I want to make sure I have the right amount of money. And so I can just hold it up and
$20.
And it was upside down, by the way. So on top of that, Doctor, just real quick, this is really a game changer for Chanel and millions more, right?
Oh yes, very much so. Because what happens is OrCam has approached it the right way, not as a problem to be solved, but for many to be able to use it, and it really works.
And Chanel, how much easier has this made your life?
significantly. Like I mentioned before, when I first started and I lost my vision, I didn't have any real skills to lean on. But once OrCam came into my life, it was like, you're faster, you're more efficient. I can sit there and just go about my business and move forward. And from everything from on the street, at home, at work, and even through the current pageant I'm in.
Now let's go from one situation, which is sight, to hearing. OrCam also helps people who are having problems there. What do you have to show us?
So there's an issue which is one of the most painful and underserviced, where it's really hard to identify a key voice in a noisy background. And that's why the OrCam here is perfect, because you attach it to your phone and it can single out an individual voice and lower the background noise so that you can really focus in on what you want to hear without any embarrassment.
Talk to me about just how this is really improving so many people's lives.
Our goal is to help give people the tools so that they can live the life that they want to live.
Doctor, give me some final thoughts on how impactful this is for people who come to see you.
Well, what happens is that, an eye chart is black and white, but real life, we need to see faces, we need to see prepping food, we need to navigate going downstairs. And also for the ones who have a traumatic brain injury, this is invaluable.
Chanel, how has this changed your life?
Now, thanks to technology, I've been able to become so much more independent. I went from being depressed and being isolated and alone to going out there and being the advocate and the voice for my community.
That's so cool.
Thank you so much for your story, your courage, and just, inspiring so many others out there. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
And so for our viewers who'd like more information on the products, where can they go?
OrCam.com, you can absolutely find out more information about our products, as well as find out in-person live demonstrations where you can go play with the devices yourself, see if they work for you.
Love it. Thank you so much. Well, I learned a lot today.
I'm no kidding, I'm telling you. And I want to make sure you all know, you can also go to our website, balancingact.com. If you want more information, we've got it right there, okay?
We'll be right back.
Look, today we began a 3-part series on how and why, yes, for you parents out there, why you should start saving now for your child's higher education. Because college pays, and so does an early start to saving. Joining me is Mr. Richard Ellis, Executive Director of My 529. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of the show today.
Montel, thank you. It's great to be here with you.
Absolutely. Look, tell me a little bit about what the 529 plan is.
So 529 plans were established by the Internal Revenue Code Section 529. They're designed specifically for saving for education expenses after high school. Think of them like a Roth IRA. It's an after-tax contribution that goes in, grows tax deferred, so you don't pay any taxes on the earnings, federal or state income taxes. And it's just that way of really focusing money, savings, investing just for education expenses.
And does it cover all kinds of expenses? I mean, what kind of expenses does it cover?
It's easy to think about tuition and fees, but there are other expenses when you go to school. Books, obviously, sometimes lab equipment, computers, peripheral things like printers, can even pay for internet service, room and board expenses up to limits established by the institution. And some of the more recent advancements are it pays for registered apprenticeship programs, can pay for student loans, any excess funds at the end, but also for K through 12 tuition for public, private, and religious schools.
Well, now, there are a lot of plans like this out there, but what differentiates your plan, the 529 plan?
But one of the things that makes my 529 really unique is that we have received the Morningstar Analyst rating of Gold for 12 years. No other plan comes close to that, and there are only 2 plans right now with Gold ratings. We also have some of the lowest fees in the country. We don't have any costs for opening an account, no minimum contribution, no minimum opening balance, and so we try to keep it as inexpensive and simple for account owners as possible.
And can anybody set up a 529 account?
Anyone can open one. As long as you're 18 years of age, you have a Social Security number or taxpayer identification number and a physical address in the United States, you can open an account.
Wow. Now, you're based in Utah, but can anybody else enjoy this? Do you have to be a Utahian? Is that how you say it?
You don't have to be a Utahan to be able to open the account.
Got it.
We have account owners from all over the country. We have 540,000 accounts, $23 billion in assets.
Wow.
So it's money from all over.
Okay, and where can you go if you want to get more information?
If you want to learn more about us, go to my529.org, and there we have all the information about the plan and how you can start to enroll.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Look, we'll look forward to our next installment. If you want more information today, you can just go up on our website, thebalancingact.com. We'll take a little break. We'll be back right after this. Thanks again, sir, for being here.
Thank you.
Sure.
For our next guest and her corporation, the mission is clear. Life is about living for today, planning for tomorrow, and doing some good in the world along the way. Through their product sales, 1891 Financial Life is all about giving back, not only to their members, but the community at large. At the helm is CEO Lisa Bickus. She's here today to tell us more about the female-founded company that's been helping Americans for over 130 years. Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad you're here. I'm thrilled you're here because I love hearing about female empowerment. I see this picture behind you. I see these amazing women. Tell me about that history.
Yeah, the history started back in 1891.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with a few courageous women who really wanted to make a difference in their community. They had a sudden event of a mother who passed away with 6 children. So they took up a collection to help the family pay for her funeral costs. From there, they decided to make that organization a lot larger, and they needed to incorporate, but in order to incorporate it, they needed men.
They needed to ask permission, I'm assuming.
Yes, from the men. Because back in 1891, women were possessions, their kids were possessions, their income was a possession of their husband's property. So they went to 10 men from the Catholic Order of Foresters, and they formed their own company called the Women's Catholic Order of Foresters. They got state chartered in 1894, and today, you know, our mission and vision stands true to what we are.
I love this story, and I was reading here, Lisa, from its inception. These women continue to spark understanding and create a vision of serving sincerely, empowering each other, and following your heart. So today, your mission and the common bond has remained the same for more than 100 years. So talk to me about that bond and how it really just has catapulted you to where you are today.
Our organization, 1891 Financial Life, is truly an insurance carrier. Our mission is really to help financially secure our members and also help them with their communities. We offer scholarships, grants, for pre-K all the way to college.
Wow.
Yeah, we offer discounts for families, medical discounts, prescription discounts, and also pre-planning funeral expense discounts. On top of that, we have a matching gift program for our members to go out into their own local communities to help their communities in whatever their philanthropic events or needs are. For example, raising money for a local charity.
That's fantastic. Now, while insurance is a serious topic that most people really don't want to discuss, I feel it's something that has to be discussed, right?
Correct. It is a serious conversation. It's a way for our organization, 1891, to protect our families and create that financial stability. And it's really important that we put that forth to the communities that we are involved in as well, and have that opportunity to be trusted, liked, and known. And I think today insurance is the number one mitigant is the cost to purchasing insurance. And we really are trying to focus, our organization and our membership is trying to focus on those 20 to 45-year-olds today, because they think the cost of the life insurance is 3 times what it actually is.
Right, they think it's too expensive for them, and that's not the case.
No, that is not the case. So when you think about life insurance today, you think about generational wealth. And that's where our organization, too, these founding mothers, understood that it's important also to pass on generational wealth.
That's fantastic. Can you talk a little bit about the products you offer? Because I know there's a slew, but there's always a core that's the most important.
Our lifetime premium whole life products are my favorite. You know, so you get accumulated cash value with that. It's tax deferred. You also get dividends with that. But most importantly, that death benefit passes on to the generation tax-free. We also have term insurance policies. Those are really low-cost policies, and you pay them for 10, 20, or 30 years. Our favorite, and my favorite newly started, is our juvenile policy. Age 3 to 26, you can convert it 5 times its value. So for example, if you buy a $50,000 policy, you're able to convert that at age 26 to $250,000 whole life.
Wow.
Again, thinking about passing on generational wealth, right? Lastly, we have riders that go along that enhance the value of your policies. And our favorite rider that we've just started is our charitable rider. So if you wanted to donate money to a charity and your beneficiary proceeds to a charity, we would match up to $2,500 of that.
Oh, that's fantastic as well.
It is.
So many options, and again, I know a tough discussion, but I think it gives a lot of people peace of mind. I know we touched upon a little bit about giving back. Expand a little bit about how 1891 Financial Life does give back.
Over the last 5 years, our membership has donated over 7,000 of their volunteer hours towards our organization. And our own organization has donated $13.5 million since inception of member benefits.
Fantastic. What are your final thoughts?
Yeah, my final thoughts, life insurance is a peace of mind.
It is.
And it adds the financial stability to your family. 1891's members really get value from knowing that we're here to not only protect their families, but also to help their communities grow.
And give back.
And give back.
Thank you so much for everything. Great information. For our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
They can go to 1891financiallife.com or to our Facebook page, 1891 Financial Life.
Great. Thank you so much, and love that picture.
Thank you.
And if you'd like more information about anything we discussed today, just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Remember to head to our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, and follow us on X. Visit thebalancingact.com to enter our latest sweepstake or giveaway.
Make sure you stay safe, love that family, viewers, and we'll see you next time.